continuing on. Yes, science. Science is going again. Energy generation is going in. We should make some utility factories for all of the things we require. That's probably the thing we should be doing next. Utilities. Oh. And we should make use of these factories, because these factories have triple the crafting speed of the things we currently have. Make cooling towers so that we can make a good power plant. Speaking of power, how are we doing for power? We're doing fine. Excellent. Also radars. We need a couple more radars everywhere. And make some factories. Where's this radar? Yeah, this. Perfect. It fits exactly in here. He's still not working. Ow. I'm so stupid. Stop what you're doing. Make another inserter. Then make these factories again. So now it's working. Yeah, you're making the seedlings, and the seedlings will be going into here. And 2 of these can provide 1 of these, so this will all be going at a good rate. Did they split it up evenly? I think they did, didn't they? Yes, they did. So it'll take a while for it to start up, but this is now going. Finally. It's working correctly, as intended. Good, good, good. So, science is going. Auxiliary factories. As the bus is only going to be a temporary bus, so the first thing we're going to make is we're automating some utensils, then we're going to automate green science as far as we can. Then we're going to research trains, then we're going to automate trains and tracks, and once we have trains and tracks and the stations, we can start to automate everything. But yeah, wood actually needs to be going a bit faster. It's currently going too slow. Way too slow. So, let's see. Let's build some automation over here. The things we need to make belt and underground belts. For underground belt, we actually need to make circuit boards. Can we already do initial circuit board creation? I think we already looked this up, didn't we? Formica. Formica requires melamine. Melamine requires urea and formaldehyde. Urea is a thing made out of methane. And... no, wait. Urea is not something made out of methane. We're not even able to make urea yet. And we can't use the other recipes, can't we? Do I have, or do they require? They require assembling machines. Dang it. Good. Where can we get urea gas from? Over here. From blood? What? Make urea from blood? I wasn't expecting that. And nitrogen for manure. Yes, shit trains incoming. We can make tin ore from meat. Silver from these mushrooms. Phosphate rock for meat. Iron ore. Can make iron ore out of blood. Excellent. And then an atomizer and chlorine out of guts. Charlie, did it work? I actually haven't checked it in a while. I put the seed in so that you can play the same map as I do to get things going. Okay, we can also make urea in a bioreactor out of liquid manure. Okay, this is probably the more advanced way of making... Oh, actually, this is the first way of making urea. Creature chamber. Biofactory. These need nexalid plates and duraluminine. At some point we'll have to find out what duraluminine is. I can't make it yet. So maybe let's do that. Ah, it's over here. It's made out of copper and aluminum in an advanced foundry. Good. And then we have electric arc furnaces. What do they do? Ball mill. No, they are required for molten aluminum and sand casting. I see. Ah, and then you can make aluminum out of borax and powdered aluminum. Okay, this is intense. Mining machines. Let's go with mining machines. What's the worst that can happen? So much to do. But we should set up at least belt, pipe, underground belt. And the splitters we will probably have to pocket craft because we can't make this recipe in a factory. This is the only factory recipe that you can make in a factory. At least so I've been told. I haven't actually checked this yet. But as we currently have no crafting machines available, they're being crafted right now. We will see soon. Also, how are these going? Yeah, it's all green. And this is backing up a bit, and you should be backing up a bit, which is fine. As long as the center is going as fast as possible. Also, there's some nickel over here. And speaking of nickel, we also made the ability... Oh, where is this everywhere? There's already so much to take in. Wait, where is it? Cooling towers over here. Oh, these also need duralumin. So duralumin is a requirement for pretty much everything. So we should... Yeah, let's put it on the list. Add new. Make duralumin. Oh, all the wrong buttons. Good. Also, these factories are incoming, so let's check them up. That's the first place. Yeah, we can't make the basic circuit recipe in one of these factories. If we want to automate circuits, we will have to make the way of the chip shooter. So before we can automate circuits, we will have to feed this machine once in a while to make the splitters, which is a fine thing because we do not need splitters that often. So once we need some splitters, we can just punch a bit of the stuff in and just say good to go. So one over here, one over here, one over here. You make belts, you make underground, you make splitters. You will definitely have a chest next to you where we will put in the circuits. There we go. And 3 outputs. Now, you only need plates and this stuff. You, however, need small parts and you need... Okay. Small parts are made like this. So we need an iron gear factory and a stick factory. Also, we need a bolt factory. So you will be making sticks. And this doesn't have to be completely perfectly ratioed, as this will only be making stuff that we require. So we need one more of these. And then we have everything. So, until we can make circuits, we will have to pocket craft each and every inserter, which is going to be super annoying. Also, am I out of... Yes, I am. How the hell did I manage to be out of electric power poles? Does one of these buildings require electric power poles? Huh, weird. Very, very weird. It's super complex, and it's only the base version of Angels. You can still add bobs, not Angels, of Pyanodons. You can still add Angels and bobs to the mix. And you can still also add other stuff to the mix. So you will be making the bolts. So this will be going into here. This will be going into here. This goes up. You will be fed with iron. You will be fed with copper. Do you also need plates? No. You will be fed with iron. Then this all goes into here. This goes up. This goes over. This goes over. 1000 SPM or bust. That's a challenge. Well, once you have the things up and running, it should be easier. What else do we need? We need plate in here and plate in there. Yep, that's it. And as always, we are out of belt. And the glass is actually starting to be consumed faster than I'm making it, which is super weird. I wasn't expecting that. Only 76? That's not enough. So let's see. This is going to be an iron belt. Pull it all the way down. You do not require an iron belt. You require a copper belt. And you require yet another iron belt. Oh. There we go. Then we're going to require at least 1, 2, 3 splitters and one of these. Actually, 3 of these. And then next to it is going to be power poles and then pipes, and then we should have some base materials to get going. Yeah, 1000 signs per minute will take a while, but it's doable. It just takes a while. Also, do keep in mind that we are currently already running at... no, this is not production. This is production. Where is red science? There, we're at... Let's go for 10 minutes. 10 signs per minute. Already 1% there. Good, this will be iron, this will be copper, this will be iron. Belt contamination. We need one more. There we go. Oh, we also need to power this whole thing. There, here, there, here. That should be fine. And then connect it up to the south. There we go. And don't get me started on fast inserters. Those are way, way, way back there. They're not too bad to construct, but making these circuits is the hard part. I think I'm missing an insert, aren't I? Oh! Shit. There we go. Now it works. You should be making undergrounds. You are making undergrounds. Look at this. Let's limit these chests. Actually, you can be unlimited, yes, and you should be limited over here. Good. Things are going. I was just quickly looking at some news about the virus. Man, those media shitposts trying to milk it lol. Security how far it was away from me. Well, England is probably going to be fine because you have that ocean surrounding you. But the place where I live, since yesterday or the day before, there were 5 cases confirmed. And everybody started to make precautions. So did I yesterday. I just started to buy a lot of canned food and a lot of preservable food just in case things really go to the shits. But I think it'll be like any other virus. It'll be fine as long as you're careful. So being a shut-in streamer is just the right thing to do. If you're dreaming of a streaming career, now is the thing to do because people will be. No, the shops didn't go empty. Nobody was actually doing the thing I did yesterday. I just went like, okay. Let's do it now. If we are going to stock up on food right now, as we speak, then we are going to be ahead of the curve in case people do go mad. But like I said, if you want to start a streaming career, now is a good time to do it. Because there are going to be many people that do not want to go out of the house at the moment, and they will have to have something to do. And if they're single and not married, then the only thing they have to do is watch Twitch. If they're married, they're probably fucking. But if they're not married, they're watching Twitch, so they should be watching you. So, streaming is the best thing you can do right now. Good. Also, it's the safest option. You are more or less quarantining yourself and keeping the virus at bay. So, do a thing for everybody, start streaming. Okay, glass production is being eaten pretty much. The views are important, not the health of everyone else, the views. And we're actually making more science than we are currently consuming. Let's make 3 more of these. So, wood production is backing up, which is great. Glass is being consumed, which is not great. Oh, God, what does this all open up? Aluminum ore processing, chromium ore, raw coal processing, coke processing, copper processing, iron ore processing. So we can process iron ore. We put 5 iron ore in and we get 1 stone and 3 processed iron out. We can then smelt this directly. So this will make the recipe even more viable for us. Currently we have a recipe that requires 6 iron ore for a plate. This will be pushing it down to 1 iron ore. No, 5 iron ore per plate, which is nice. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, this is the recipe we want. Yes, this is 5 per tree. This is not what we want. And then we can... This makes 60 iron plate. Out of molten iron. And a little bit of borax and sand casting. And... 10 requires 50, 160. Wait. So this is 1 plate per processed ore. This is 10 molten iron per 5 processed... Oh, these numbers, man. These numbers are not good for me today. Basically, we need 20. So this requires 40 processed iron ore to make 60 plate. So this is actually even more efficient at some point. But this also requires oxygen, which we're currently not making. This looks interesting. So we will need a jaw crusher. What the fuck is that? We should improve our ores because we are not using our ores efficient enough. Jaw crusher. Jaw. Can we make these? Oh, they... Oh. Leaching station, scrubber, wet scrubber. Mixer, the jig. The jig is up. Compressor, centrifugal pan, automated screener, pressure pump, hydroclone, secondary crusher, agiator. Is it just me, or am I missing the jaw crusher? Or is this... No? It should be in here. Scrubber, flotation, wet, hydro, impact. Impact crusher. That also sounds pretty good. It's not in here. Well, we'll probably be able to make it at some point. Separation is the thing we can do. Warehousing, burners. Logistic science. Well, logistic science in itself is, I think, just... Yeah, this is an orphaned recipe. That should be fine. Ooh. Actual construction... Oh, these are actually super cheap. Oh, well, the robot ports do require circuit ports too. Oh, never mind. Titanium processing, uranium processing is pretty early. Biotech, urea, algus, manure. Duralumin. Yes, duralumin was the thing we wanted to make at some point. Sorry, this is just so much to take in. Let's begin with you. Duralumin. So, we will have to improve our smelting output. We could make a smelting facility over here, all the way out of here. We should also probably take a look at how to make better power. Yes, because we're already going at the limit. And let's do power first. So, power plant. Currently, we are gathering up all this coal over here. Thank you. Pumping it down over here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Power is going to be cut off any second now. Because we are full on tar again. Whatever you're doing, stop it. Make 2 more of these. There we go. Yes, this is our coal distillation column for now. We're taking coal ore in, or basic coal in, make it into coke, And also into a bit of iron oxide. Now we can make... Oh, we can make coal gas from tar. That's probably a good idea. In a gasifier. Make one of these, please. Because currently we're not doing anything with this tar. And I do want to make some kind of power plant where the only thing you put in is actual coal and raw coal. It will get purified in its own system and it will try to reuse everything it's making. Well, because currently we're sitting on all of this tar, which is doing nothing for us. And using coal gas is a thing which we can do to make, well, for one, syngas, which is nice. But also this combustion mixture. And if I get this correctly, you're going... Can also make lard into fuel. Oil. Syngas. Syngas is actually pretty easy to make. This also makes ash for us, but also makes more tar. Okay. Deeper rain. Well, we can pretty much burn everything, as it seems. It'll just burn at different temperatures. I think we're going with the basic coal gas for now. And because we're making tons and tons of coal gas. So we mix up coal gas with water. So we're going to pipe over the coal gas over here. We are going to make a new power plant. We're going to make a whole new power plant over here. So that we can get access to the water. Let's see. Another thing, yes, this one. This will also require 3 coke and coal gas to make it in a combustion mixture. Okay. We can make more coal gas if we want to by means of the destruction column, which is nice. And then we make it all in a powerhouse. So let's make a powerhouse. There's also this tar processing unit, which could be interesting. Where's the powerhouse? Combustion turbine, cooling tower. I should be able to make these. There it is. Oh. What am I missing? Lead! So, lead processing it is. Oil, sand, zinc, chrome, quartz. It should be a darkish color. I've seen it around. It should be in here somewhere. Nickel. There it is. There's a bit of lead. And I think there is, yeah, a huge lead field over here. And another huge one over there. So maybe let's tap this one. Then we will have to make lead plate. We can use the basic hot gas recipe yet again. Also, before we start doing that, maybe let's finish up the thing we were actually doing in the first place. Which is, let's see, do we have some? No, we don't. That's a lot of belt. That's a good amount of underground. Excellent. Oh, you're not putting it out fast enough, are you? Here, have another one. That's a first world problem. And you're not getting it in enough, fast enough either. That's fine. This one doesn't have to be working efficiently at all. So, pipe factory, power pole factory. Inserter factory, sadly, we cannot do. But then we should have the basics covered. And then we are going to hook up this lead field over here. Speaking of lead, we're currently doing this. There is probably something like lead processing. Yes, there is. Grade 1 lead. Which is stuff that we do by screening. And after we screen it, we foundry it. So let's maybe set up a screening also. And the screeners, they should be in here, shouldn't they? Scrubber, leacher. There they are. Yes, we can make these. Oh, they require engines. Well, let's make them. We should also probably set up an engine factory now that I think about it. There they are. Make one. And yes, I do know that this bus will be way too small for everything, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. However, pocket crafting is not fine. This is taking way too long just to make these small parts. We should also probably, to speed up things in the future, we're also going to have a factory that's going to make small parts. So we can always just go somewhere, pick up some small parts and go, And actually, we do not have to make another factory for this. We're going to use you. We are going to leech off these small parts from you. Same with the gear factory over here. We are going to leech off some of the gears from you. So that we can pocket craft faster in the future. So this is going to be pipe, underground pipe. Then it's going to be in. This will require an iron line. It's going to get its own dedicated iron line. I'm not going to connect this one up. Good. And then you pump it out over there, and you pump it out over there. Then again. Oh, why should I do this? There is an iron line just going right past it. And if it's there, we should make use of it, shouldn't we? So, place you there, place you there. Here, have some power. Something like this. There. One chest here, one chest there. You can pretty much fill this one up, and you can fill this one up half. Good, that's pipes done. Then, next step. Engines. Engines are a bit complicated because this is more or less the same factory for belts, but then only for engines. Yeah, this speeds up everything tremendously. So what are we going to have? We're having another gear factory. A engine factory. A small parts factory. A bolt factory and a stick factory over here. So you will be making engines. You will be making gears. You will be making small parts. You'll be making bolts. And you know what? If we flip these around, turn. And if you make the pipes and you make these pipes, and we can even use this one over here. How is that? These will only require a pipe every 2 pipes or 1 pipe every 7.5 seconds. So that's going to be great in combination with you because you're making way too many pipes. Speaking of way too many pipes, make some more inserters, please. Yes, this one's working. Also, give me these pipes and give me these undergrounds. Yeah, we need way more. And now it's going. That's fine. But we do still need one more of these assemblers. What are we missing? Stuff. We are missing stuff. Make another one, please. And at some point make... Oh, we have a few of these. Excellent. Boop. So that you lovely viewers can see. There we go. Place you there. Put you into there. So, yeah, one here, one there. You're going up. I'm standing in the way. Can move this. Interesting. I never do. This will go into here. Then, oh, you do need aluminum at some point. So we should be placing aluminum on the belt. Which is going to be over here. This is going to be aluminum belt. Good, place you there. Make some chests out of it. Speaking of chests, make some more wooden chests. Wooden chests are fine. Place one over here, place one over there. Just to leech off more stuff if we need it. Good. So, this will be making engines. Also, this is done. Lead processing, please. This looks all fine. You require copper. And wait, what? Oh, I see. So you make this, you make this. This will still work. Copy you over, place you there, place you there. So sticks will be going in over here. You will have stick gears from over here, bolts from over here, and goes into here. Bolts, pipe, and aluminum are missing. So currently you will have a chest. This will be aluminum. Good. And then let's start hooking up. So this will be iron. This will be iron. Make a couple of these. Oh. Alt save. Pull you over. Pull you in. Iron is coming. Iron, iron. You will have to be copper. This will be a little bit annoying to get in here. Could just do something fun, or we could do it the correct way. Let's do it the correct way, because if we pull the copper along over here, then we can place the power pole factory right next to it. So this will be copper. Pull you over. Let's see. There we go. Copper coming up. Good. You have everything you need. You have everything you need except for the copper plate. You are missing the small parts which are being made over here. This will be a small part outlet, as will this be a gear outlet. Good, things are working. Next up, power pole automation. Make one of these, please. What am I missing? Basic plate for one. Parts for one. How do we make small power poles? We make them from copper cables, so we're going to need 2 of these. One over here. One over here. You're going to make the copper cable, which is over here. You're going to make the power pole, which is over here. And I think this is the first time ever that I actually automated wooden power poles. I rarely do this. So this will be wood. There we go. Under over. And in you go. Let's place some power poles. We are making power poles. We should limit these to say this much. Good. Show me this one. Oh, look at this. I've seen these once on a stream. They are super amazing. No recipes available because we're still waiting on LED processing. Why is LED processing not going? Research is going. It's just this taking so long? It is. Make one more of these, please. Yeah, and we are backing up on science, so we're going to add another row of 3 to this mix, just so that science goes a bit faster. And I'm pretty sure we could even add more to this as we speak, because this is actually making the stuff quite fast. So, this screening recipe. You basically make grade 1 lead every 3 seconds. We need 4 every 40, so 1 per 10. You make 1 per 3. So 1 of these can feed 3 of these. In a crooked ratio. In a perfect ratio, we can actually feed a bit more. Yeah, perfect. These are going. So, more science. And I'm pretty sure we can go even more science, but this should be fine for now. And then we are probably going to need to speed you up a bit. There. Yeah, science is still backing up. But that should be fine for now. Good, 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 good. How are pipes doing? Pipes are doing excellent. Give me this stack. Give me this stack. Then give me some gears. Give me some power poles. Some small parts. Some of these engines. Do we need more belt? We definitely need more belt. Good. So I think going aluminum first will probably help us more. And isn't there more aluminum recipes? Okay, the next one. Okay, this one gave us the ability to make molten aluminum and do some sand casting, as well as make duraluminum out of aluminum plate. And this will also require graphite. Speaking of graphite, power is doing fine again. Could be better, but power is something we'll have to do at some point. We need this, this, and this. So, add the pole factory. Good. We're making progress. But an aluminum factory will probably be the best thing to do for now. Now, this would require us to have access to borax and powdered aluminum. Powdered aluminum is something we can make out of aluminum ore. This will also make some gravel in the mix. Not quite sure what we can do with gravel yet. Also, I should be able to make a jaw crusher. Not a log crusher, a jaw crusher, please. What? This doesn't make any sense. It seems we can make this recipe. We can pocket craft it, but we can't pocket craft it because we can't make any jaw crushers yet. Well, it doesn't matter. So, aluminum. Are we going for this recipe? We'll have to store the gravel at some point. But we could then do sand casting. For this, we would need a sand casting thingamajig. There they are. Which is made out of sand and creosote. Oh. And how do we make creosote? Out of tar. Well, that's easy. We're sitting on tons of tar. And making the sand is also easy. Yeah, it's over here. And we don't even need to make pure sand. We only need to make normal sand. This will also be making tailings. Oh. Interesting. Oh, and the research is done. So that's aluminum crusher. Now here's the jaw crusher. And the ball mill. And you can make gravel into sand, stone into gravel, and then this stuff into other stuff. Okay. What's the burner doing? Final destination of whatever you do not want anymore, you can collect the ashes. Nice. Warehousing is something we will probably have to do soon. Let's actually do this right now. And the aluminum field is over here, and the borax field is right next to it, so we can actually make a aluminum sand casting thingamajig over here. Is there a stone field nearby? There is a stone field over here. You can make use of the stone fields to make yeah. Also, did I pick up all these pipes? No, these pipes are still here. Excellent. Because you also need, if I remember correctly, coal gas to mine up the the aluminum. So let's pull you along down here. Because this is where we are currently burning off the gas. So instead of burning, we are stopping burning it. We're going to store it. Ah. Can I make a normal tank, please? Excuse me? Seems we cannot make a normal tank yet, so we're going to burn it off and store it and use it at the same time. So make a gas vent. That's warehousing done. Burners. Turrets. Let's do turrets. Turrets are required at some point. Good. That's turrets done. Are there multiple turrets? No, there are only 2 turrets. That's super nice. And military one. Let's just run down through the whole science tree of red. So that we can complete it. There we go. These we won't need at the moment. Crushers. There we go. Give me some more gears. Oh, these gears over there. These engines, please. This belt. That should be more than enough belt. Good. This should allow us to make everything we need. And what do we need to make the better aluminum recipe? We're going to need sand, borax, graphite. So we are going to have to pull over the coke line, which is a thing we can do. Let's see, the coke line goes over here. The coal line is going down here. And the aluminum line will be coming in over here. So let's maybe just punch it off over here. Make one of these, please. And then this is going to be super annoying, but we will have to make do somehow. Let's see. Let's go. Actually, no. Actually, yes. This will be going like this. You just go around. You split it off, turn it, pull it. So, coke line. Let's just let it meet up over here. There we go. And there's not that much coke gas going in through here. And pull you over. Who needs trains if you have belt? Speaking of which, oh, this recording button has been going on way too long again. So once we arrive at our destination, which is still not here, there we are. We shall take a quick break, so see you around.